Park Steels in that claret and blue kit, the same one that they wore on that fateful day. While Dunston are in the all blue kit, kicking from right to left. Lee, that has been a few little connections just to begin with, so you may have only just be getting us on the air. So all that talk we've done has been wasted for all that nice little preview. Did a good little sum up as well.
I know, yeah.
I've now missed. But it is. We have kicked off here with 12 seconds on the clock. Stocksbridge have normally scored by now. Well, forward, Rawson trying to go to the left. Gregelack trying to find Rawson, but just get blocked. He breaks here. Watson's on it. Slips in the middle, just behind Alex O'Connor. But an early promising moment for Stocksbridge, who scored early against Dunston in the league game on the final day of the season, and one high up the pitch now. Alex O'Connor. Now Charlesworth. Still back to O'Connor, then back to Owen. Who were by Townsend. So Stocksbridge keeping possession after an early bright moment. Ball forward to Rawson. Tries something looking for Gregelack. Rawson not being penalised for foul. This is how Stocksbridge scored last time with an apparent Gregelack score. And almost this time Gregelack going for a shot at the near post. Well saved by Lowson, who's raging at the referee.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Dunston players wanted a foul there from Luke Rawson on their centre half, but I don't know if there probably was a push, but maybe not enough for a free kick. And Ollie Gregelack runs down the right and gets a good shot off in the near top corner, but Dunston do well to save it and put it out for a corner.
That's how Stocksbridge got the goal against Dunston on that final day of the season, was an alleged foul on Luke Rawson.
Yeah.
Here comes the corner, he looks at the far post, and it's Morris looking for the header. It feels like it's come off a Dunston man. And
definitely another corner there.
Yeah, I would have said so too, but it's gone against Stocksbridge, that decision. Let's just say it's an evening out for the other one.
Yeah,
as referees.
that's fair enough.
Today is John Tillmouth. So back with Lowson, who honestly will have been disappointed that I didn't get any of the penalty saves on that day. Already angry at the linesman. Having to begin shout to him as the ball goes forward. Jallow tries to head on, but O'Connor wins it, knocks to the left. Tinker wins it, sends it down channel, takes a little block, and won there by Rory Edwards, one of the young midfielders Dunston have, but Stocksbridge get it back. Down left, down the channel, Rawson looking to hold it up, trying to get beyond. His man almost does, near recovers, and he will clear it upfield. Jallow tries to head it back into the field, does well there with it, but then won by Tinker. I think just cleared it off. Well, backwards clearance anyway, towards his own goal, but
wins a throw in.
A Stocksbridge throw. Bright start for the Steel so far.
Yeah, done well to get into Luke Rawson, who's done well to hold it up, even if it's been up at his knees at times, but that's something that you always expect from Luke Rawson. He's great at holding the ball up.
So on the left, Tinker throwing it forward, but Neary intercepts. Rawson trying to win it back there, and it just goes loose before it's cleared away. Gundry just gets ahead above him. Owen will have it, and back to Townsend it will go. He's currently in the goal. That shootout was in. As the ball goes forward, Morris heads it on, and Rawson, if he'll look for touch there from Devitt. He does eventually get it away. Tinker will track it and go down the channel. Watson, not a great hold-up touch. It takes him very far back, and battling just to keep it in. Dulles gets it to Tinker, who sends it long. He's gone out to play. Dunston, throwing 3 minutes gone in this one. It remains 0-0 for now. Just seen Declan Howe keep scoring. He used to be at this level. He scored for Scunthorpe, but then up against Forest Green.
He was at York, wasn't he?
That's true, York. He actually came up here for it because he played for Darlington. So he was in this area. North East being one big amalgam area to people from South Yorkshire. When
all the same.
Very much corrected. As Dunston trying to play the way through, but Gregelack wins it well. Tries to get it to Turner, who can't keep it in. Out for a Dunston throw-in. We'll of course try and keep you up to date with all the other score lines going on. A lot of games happening today in the FA Cup and in the league. As well as just now out here with the number 3, Chris McDonald. And switched out to the right to Neary. Dunston just happy to keep possession at the moment as it's with Devitt, and now with Lowson well after his goal on the right hand side of his box, and it's a poor ball forward, but it hasn't found its way over to Daniel Turner, who I remember being a very lively player when we faced him in those 2 games last year.
Got away with that there, Dunston, with Ollie Gregelack set up a good press, but then a poor clearance from Dunstan's goalkeeper, and luckily fell to a Dunston player.
Turner on the ball now. He's quite deep on the left wing, moving centrally. Pass blocked by Grezlak out for Dunston front, but Dunston just after a bit of a shaky start growing back into it.
Yeah, just getting a bit more possession now, moving it well around the back, but Stocksbridge keeping them in front so far, so they haven't found to penetrate Stocksbridge's defence yet.
Ball back in their defence now. They've gone back to what looks like a 4-3-3 at the very least, rather than the 3-5-2 they used last season.
Yeah.
Jallow, lovely little back heel, but well in from O'Connor. Both teams appealing for a throw-in. It's being given Stocksbridge's way.
Yeah, I think Jallow, even though he's got the number 7 on, he looks like he might play on the wing. I think he will play quite central, almost as a second striker, which is more of his natural positioning. So Stocksbridge will have to be aware of that, making sure that the two centre halves have always got either Kurt or Alex O'Connor sitting in front.
The long ball right, Tinker headed out to wide. Morris is going to try to get to McDonald first and clears it away. Owen will head it back and then returned by Edwards, and Jallow will chase. Tinker just got to be careful here. It's a good touch on Tinker, takes it out wide to left, sends upfield. Watson, good pass in the middle to Turner, who will carry this forward now. A little diagonal run, just crossing the halfway line now. Out to Charlesworth, back to Elliot Owen now, who just controls it, and then over to Gundry. Looking for the switch to Charles if it's over here.
Yeah, right idea there with James Morris just coming inside and TC going on to top line, but just slightly overhit there from Jazz Gundry. But looks like Stocksbridge defence will have a lot of time on the ball with a bit of a slow press from Dunston, just allowing them having it at the back. So that's something where they're going to, centre halves and full-backs will have to use the possession well.
Just a goal from the Northern County tell about Eccleshill, a 1-0 on Handsworth. Zachary Sangster, the scorer. Big launch forward, and Gundry gets a touch onto it. Jallow causing a lot of problems for Charles, clears it away. He also misses that header, and it'll be cleared back away by Swales. Mr. Dunston himself has so dangerous on ball there, and Owen got a bit of afters from Jallow.
Yeah.
Goldcorp gone 1-up on Frickley. George Doyle has scored. Morris looks to hold the ball, high side on, but back with McDonald. Grezlak gets a good touch. Rawson going for McDonald. Good defensive work by him getting the ball away for Rawson gets it. Now back to Lowson, who's getting jeered by the travelling fans, and it was not a great kick, but Daniel Turner just kind of saved him.
Very well to keep it in there.
As Dunston have it in the midfield, currently with their captain Phil Turnbull, looking for the diagonal. Great diagonal. Cross into the middle. It's a good looking cross. Good header. Townsend makes the save. The header from Josh Donaldson there, still an attack, and then Welling from Turner will go out for a throw-in. The first big chance of the game.
I don't think Stocksbridge can afford letting Phil Turnbull get free possession of the ball, because he's good enough to play them balls out in behind for the wingers, where he's putting a great cross and a free header in the 6-yard box for Dunston. It's straight at Ben Townsend. So Stocksbridge will have to be aware of that in future.
It's going to be a long throw. We just saw a bit of it deeper on. Launch into the box, and good header away by Owen. O'Connor takes it over to the wing, back to McDonald. He's going to send another one. It's another good looking cross. Owen header away. Going to go here, another strike, and a diving header away this time by Owen again, who's having a good game so far. But Jallow back to goal, over to McDonald. Puts another good cross in. Owen heads it up into the air, and then goes down, appeals for a penalty. It's not going to be given. No. I don't think that ever would be one. Despite the appeals.
Yeah, I think it's a small nudge from Rawson, but nowhere near enough to give a penalty. But yeah, class defending there from Elliot Owen, who's actually gone down now.
Yeah,
which is not great.
No, there is now no centre. Well, Connor Smythe would be your only option.
Yeah, you'd have to put one either Tinks at centre half or TC. But I think hopefully he's all right. Hopefully it's just a knock, but yeah, 3 consecutive headers clearing it out the 6-yard box from Elliot Owen, which he's very strong at.
Yeah, he is now up and looking okay. Leeds UFCA, that gets me every single time. They're 1-0 on Armthorpe. If Fabu, the former Steel, has scored.
Oh.
And Woodborough 1-0 on Club 4, Owen Colliery, Finley Durkin scorer. Harrogate Railway looked like they're 2-0 up on Doncaster City, 2 goals from Alex Burton in 2-1. That may be an error from West Ham just put up. Sheffield Wednesday also 1-0 down. The new signing, Harry Amas, who Man United are paying everything for, has scored an own goal.
Oh.
So not a good way to introduce Phil. Barnsley though are 1-0 up. Josh Earl has scored for the Tykes against Reading. So Townsend is got the ball, sends it long. We've just adjusted some of the sound settings because of some of you having, but Morris just can't get it under control. Dunston just having the better of it at the moment. And they'll have another chance to stage an attack after getting the ball back. 10 minutes gone in this game, it remains 0-0. Dunston's had the first big chance. Josh Donaldson's header, thankfully straight at Townsend, who did well to palm it away. Ball forward, Owen will head it away, and well won their turn into the middle, and Gundry just boots that one away, but well cut out, but then Watson able to get it, shunted his back, and Stocksbridge get the free kick.
Yeah, good use of his body there from Jack Watson.
Well, I think it was a quick free kick attempt there by Jack Watson, which was blocked by one of the Dunston players. We just waited for him to turn around so we could see his number. It's the number 10, Will Shaw, who's just got a booking for Dunston. Foxer onto the quick free kick, didn't get it.
At least it's a chance to put it in the box and test out. I remember Elliot Howen had a great chance in the final last year off a set piece, so hopefully same again today.
The only concern about this free kick is how central it is.
Yeah.
That's why they probably wanted the quick one. Yep. But they're going to turn it into the box. It's beyond everyone, and it almost snuck in at the far post. Turner's done a few of those in his career.
Yeah, Lowson was confident of that.
Quickly taken goal kick, and Watson sent down to the. Well, I think he's took the ankle out at the same time there. Comes to the floor, and they want a card for Jack Watson.
He did go in at speed, but I don't think the contact was strong enough. Really, he was working hard to get back in, but yeah, he just got turned and just clipped him.
Wigan Athletic leading against Doncaster Rovers. Dara Costello has scored for Athletics. It's not been a good day for some of the South Yorkshire teams so far. Looking at the scores coming in. And I know Malby Main are now losing as well to Nostroman's welfare. Jack Meir, the scorer. Oh, forward goes over everyone, but then Owen's able to clear that away. Wilson trying to knock it on, was looking for Morris, but too far away from him, back in the Dunston defence. Forward it will go, and then headed away. And won there, but by Dunston. I thought that was going to go out to play in that leafy part of the ground. Gundry's header goes up into the air and won back there by Edwards, forward, and Owen heading it away again. Tinker wins the ball, and Tinker launching forward. Rawson with a flick on and out to play though. It's gone out.
I think it brought it back for a free kick.
Yeah,
on
Jack
Tinker.
Tinker's been took out.
I think today Stocksbridge's front three can afford to be a bit more narrow when going long off Rawson, because he's got the height on their two centre halves. So you'd expect him to win a lot of flick-ons. So I think that's something that the two wingers can gamble on today.
Worksop Town have taken the lead in the FA Cup. Dylan Cogill is scorer. Eben Town losing as well. Well, Tony Weston has put Kirsten Ashton ahead against them. As Charles was looking for the switch to Watson to try and take it down, and he's done really well there before Neary gets in well. He's a very quick fullback himself, Harvey Neary, and it'll be a good battle to watch that during the game. As Jallow heads on the long ball. Back it goes to Gundry. Now back to Townsend, who will send the ball along, and then Watson tried to keep it in. It's gone out though.
I do think we need to target the long balls towards Rawson today, rather than to the sides.
He's won everything so far. It seems like his holiday's done him quite good.
I know.
He'll be all sent out on honeymoons.
Yeah.
Or baby moon, is it technically?
Yeah.
It's a new fashion thing, isn't it? That's what it's about.
I know.
Oh, as Gundry just misses that ball, but he has got it back at the second attempt and plays it downfield. And look for Rawson, who's won it again. And this time Watson's able to get onto it on the left wing, tracks it back, moves it onto his right foot, going sideways at the moment. Forced back, turns. Curtis Turner going down the left. Finds the pass forward to Morris. Forced out of the box. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor takes the shot. It's drilled and it's saved at the near post. Maybe just one or two more passes needed there.
Yeah, I don't mind the idea. It was just the execution. It was on target, but just low and quite a fairly easy save for Lowson.
Yeah, a bit of a keeper tester. Almost got it on the press there, and just In the defence now with Phil Turnbull, veteran, whose heroics in the FA Trophy was due to his electrical abilities a few years ago when the power went off at Marine. His electrical skills saved the match. He managed to fix the floodlights.
That's a good thing about non-league. There's always one electrician on either team.
There's always a tradesman, isn't
there?
Yeah. You could do a tradesman 11 out of any full team. It's great shot. Tried to get the tackle there, but missed out on it for O'Connor. Blocks and goes out for a Dunston throw. Still in their own half. We're going to 2-0 up on Doncaster. Smith has scored for Latics. Not a good day for Doncaster at the moment.
No, he started the season quite well, to be fair to them.
Yes, it's not a good performance from them so far. There's Nostell now 2-0 up on Maltby Main. I'll pass it back into defence, and that's a loose pass that Gresham can't get to, but Turner will. Turner first time pass to Rawson. Rawson into the box. He takes the shot over the bar.
I don't mind that from Rawson, just being a bit more selfish in the final third, getting shots off, trying to test Lowson in goal. But yeah, it was good press by Stocksbridge, winning it back, and then good pass from Kurt Turner into Rawson.
First time pass from Kurt Turner that made that chance, and it was a good chance. As the ball goes further, it just feels like the last time we were here, it was packed to the rafters.
Yeah, it was.
It's supposed to only be about 200 today. Probably more traditional on league than the packed attendances.
Yeah.
But as Morris does well to keep this on the right, takes a touch, tackles in from McDonald, and almost takes out some of the fans to the right of us. The cameraman was wondering about the insurance policy, I think, on the tech he's got. Back to Charles forward, blocked, being held up here now by Donaldson as he's forced back, and back to Turnbull, who must be about 36, 37 at this point, but still runs around like he's in his mid-20s. Back into midfield now to Edwards, forced back into defence now, and Regilac was pressing, but so they will try the long ball, and it ends up going out for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's almost the same as Wednesday night against Gainsborough, where Neary will, from right back, push on quite high, almost as a winger, which again will leave a lot of space for Jack Watson, who will utilise his pace on that side where he'll just be up against the centre half on the break.
Yeah, lots of goals have just gone in the FA Cup. Worksop a 2-0 up against Harborough. Alexander Starsenko the scorer. Matlock Town a 1-0 up on Carlton. Connor Washington has scored. United 1-0 up on Whitby. They've been given free for scorers for it, but Alex Nelson own goal is the latest one.
Yeah.
As Morris heads it on nicely, Gresham gets to it, headed away. Turner wins the ball in midfield, goes out to the left. Watson will pick it up, knocks out, and he gets clattered by Jallo, but the advantage he was trying to get advantage, but Tinker stopped. And
rightly.
Will be a free kick.
Rightly so. Just almost, I think it caught him in the face there, Jallo on Watson. The ball only went back to Tinker at left back on the halfway line, so free kick's much more advantageous.
Yeah, it's very similar to the free kick we had earlier on.
Yeah.
Ilkeston have took the lead in the MPL Prem against Lancaster, who've had a great start to the season. Turner chipping it in towards far side. Lowson pushes it. Watson stabs it. Post and out. Or side netting.
I don't know if he had an angle on goal there, but it was a big chance as Lowson mispunched it really, and it just fell to Watson, who hit the side netting.
As now they're trying to pass their way out of this Dunston. They're going very deep. It's Roy Edwards forced back into left back essentially. Forward looking for Donaldson, who can't get a touch onto it, out for a Stocksbridge Grove, who have once again just took grasp of this game for a bit.
Yeah. I think I've been impressed with Stocksbridge's press so far. They're not really, when they're going as a team, Dunston find it tricky to play out, and a lot of time having to kick long.
Charles forward to Morris, but loses the ball, and now it's with Shaw over out to Neary, and you can see some of that pace he has coming forward, but well met in midfield now. Watson forward to Morris. There's a break chance here. Morris heading towards the left, finds Grejlak, just stands on the ball for a second now to Watson, who just stumbles a bit. Pass forward, it's a poor pass, and collected by McDonald, who just nicely tucked in there to help his other centre back. And now it's a great turn here by Donaldson. He's just turned on, got past Gundry. Donaldson's going to go one-on-one here. Great save.
Yeah.
Townsend's raging at his defender.
Yeah, good turn from Donaldson on the halfway line. He gets past Elliot Owen, then Jazz Gundry jumps in with a tackle, but he skips past him, and Ben Townsend did well just to come out off his line and close the angle, and great save with his feet.
Great save. A Premier League goal. Josh Scott has scored for Bournemouth, one for Brighton. And unfortunately, Coventry are losing to Norwich City. Kvistgaarden scored from the Canaries.
We never beat Norwich. We haven't beaten them in years.
Yeah. Well, it's worse for me because Sheffield Wednesday are losing 2-0 now
Oh,
to Bristol
no.
City. Jacobson scored. As we await for this corner, which is taking its time. It's a weird setup Dunston have got. They've packed everyone on the near post, haven't they? Very unusual stuff, but they've now moved centrally.
Ooh.
And it's like, oh, that was an idea because it's flicked on towards, and Townsend's had to punch it away, or else it would have gone in. And Turner's collected it on the line. Not a bad idea, actually. They all just moved centrally, didn't they?
I liked it, and who was it?
Not sure who exactly it was.
I think it was Devitt came to the front post and flicked it on, and Ben Townsend had to punch it.
And he wasn't the one on the near
No.
post. It's just an entire swap.
They put, just to load the front post, everyone run away, and one man from the back go to the front.
It's a very clever idea, and you sense it must have got goals at some point.
Yeah.
It tricked our defence, but normally very solid from set piece.
I think they tried in the final. They tried the same thing, but for the back post last season.
I think that's more typical. I think that's the tactics of Arsenal.
Yeah.
Dunston are on the attack again. Daniel Turner moving sideways, trying to get through a few, and he does get through O'Connor. Gets a move from the kids here. Trying to get, and they're looking for that pass on the line. McDonald will put the cross in, appeals for offside ignored.
Well done.
Headed away by Gundry. Jallow with a strike, blocked by Gundry again. Head away to the edge of the area. Rory Edwards will pick it up. He's trying to get it out wide here towards Shaw. Shaw now, back it goes to Neary. Poor ball in, Turner will intercept. But he didn't pass out, he's blocked, and very luckily he goes to Charles.
Yeah, some great defending there from Jazz Gundry. Firstly with the header away, and then the clearance from the volley.
One of the scorers is Hensford, who we're going to be facing later this season. 24 minutes in there, we need 5-0
Wow.
against Coleshill. I think they're in the next round.
Yeah.
The ball will go forward, and it's a good head on here. Shaw, Gundry doesn't get right that time. Shaw's still going, but he has to get sideways to Jallow. Jallow looking for the overlap, and it's a very ambitious one. He's fine near it, crossing towards the near post, stabbed away by Charlesworth, who's come in, and now Watson will look to get on the counter, but he loses the ball. And now back it goes to McDonald on the halfway line. Dunston again took the call. It's a very back and forth game at the moment.
Yeah, I think they are taking a bit of control in this game, just with a flurry chances.
Yeah,
Stocksbridge put it out for a throw-in just towards the corner flag.
Yeah. McDonald's going over, so we are going to see you along.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this is what I always think when you see a fullback go to the opposite side, there's that gap that's there. And
yeah.
Morris is occupying it. You just think if you could get a good connection and a clearance onto it.
Oh yeah, I'd back Jack Watson and Morris in a 2v2 all day.
They've actually taken short to Turnbull, who's completely unmarked. He's going forward.
Got to get pressure out here, but.
And now find McDonald again. He's getting it onto his left. Trying to find it, finds the shot, it's a shot blocked again. And Sanders somehow wide, that should be 1-0 Dunston.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Dunston haven't scored there. It fell to, I think, one of the centre-halves in the box after a blocked shot, and it.
Yeah, it's Tom Devitt there, it fell to.
A free shot at goal, and he just blasts it wide.
Sorry, Jude Swales, I do apologise, it's fallen to. And yeah, that should be, that is a centre-back finish, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
With you, but.
Yeah. Not much practice up in the opposition box.
Club 4 have equalised against Woodborough, Don Mellor the scorer, while Armthorpe have equalised against Leeds. UFCA, Charlie Clegg scored. Eccleshill 2-0 Bonanza as well through Mark Ferguson. Headed behind by Dunston. Rawson was pulling his shirt a bit, not penalised as O'Connor in the down look to Gray like header out. It will be a Stocksbridge throw in the right wing, so Steels are able to get the ball up the pitch very quickly in this game so far, which is a promising sign. As Charlesworth will go over to take this throw. This is when you do want a long throw, isn't it? This sort of thing, but we don't have it in our squad, so. Back with Charlesworth. From the middle to Rawson, who's controlling it. Back to Charlesworth, he's got the space, he takes it past one man, left foot to Prot to the near post. Morris there, got a head onto it, it's going to be a goal kick, but I think it's too far to the near post.
Yeah, it was just outside the line of the post, so it's always going to be a tough header, trying to flick it on and it just goes wide.
MK Dons have taken the lead away at Chesterfield. Christian Hepburn Murphy, the scorer. Ball just back with Lawson for this goal kick. It's been a back and forth game, to say the least. Probably more entertaining than the final.
Yeah, it was very cagey that day, wasn't it?
Oh God, yes, nervy for 1,000+ people. As the ball goes right to Donaldson here. Out it goes out to left to Turner. Donaldson's not in the box yet as the rain comes down. Towards far post, Jallow gets a header and Townsend will collect.
Yeah, it did well there, Jallow, just to win the header, but it was about 12 yards out, so it's going to have a lot of power on it, but it just fell into Ben Townsend's hands.
Ball forward, looking for Rawson. Over the top of him, will end up going out for a throw-in. So 25 minutes gone in this game. It's still 0-0. Both teams, well, we've seen both teams have chances though. Both teams will feel like they should be ahead, but
yeah.
Now we'll have a rainbow here in Dunston, so with sunny weather and it's chucking it down. Ball going forward. Eagledon will head it away, but it goes right out for another Dunston throw. Launched again. It's a good long throw, even from
just
run up into it.
Just hangs in the air for so long. I forgot how long it was from last season.
Yeah, I think McDonald went off pretty early.
Yeah, in the final he did, which I was quite glad because I wouldn't have liked to be dealing with long throws in
the
100. Yeah, I don't think anyone's nerves could have dealt with that.
Dunston have played it back to Lawson, switched over to the right, forced back at the moment and up forward, but Turner will intercept forward to Watson in the middle to Grezlak. Evades one challenge, tried to kill a pass, but put out there by Devitt. And it's now over to Turner, still in the Dunston half, but back into midfield with McDonald, and then back Fells and Rawson is pressing. They're trying to be forced into a corner, and it's a sky kick there from Tom Devitt, and Stocksbridge have the throw in and on the right wing.
You could tell that's a sign of a right footer playing left centre back as he tries to clear it down the line with his left and comically kicks it with his right out for a throw in.
So Charles will have the throw in now and finds O'Connor trying to find Charles, but tackle goes in. It's another throw from a few yards behind. On 4-2-1 up on Leeds. Charlie Clegg the scorer, and Nostell 3-0 up on Maltby. Jamie Milley the late scorer. I think we need a new football. I think that's why we're having a bit of a delay here. Go back out to the right here with Charlesworth. Looking for any option, but Stocksbridge aren't getting any space, are they? So probably he's looking for Grezlak. Does find Grezlak back to Charlesworth, and he wants to cross, but he's got two men round him. Find one to the near post, blocked out and kept him before he can go out for a corner kick. Dunston know what the threat is. They're feeling for it, and they've dribbled it out of play themselves.
Had the chance to clear it there, Dunston, but chose to chop in his own corner and forfeits a corner to Stocksbridge.
Something we've seen teams trying deliberately to avoid.
Yeah.
We've been watching players camped on the touchline sometimes just to make sure that they can stop it going out. And
yeah, Stocksbridge definitely have the height advantage here on set pieces.
So here it comes, the ball towards that far post. Owen header straight at Lawson. He didn't have the power on it. I think.
It was quite far out, so it's good.
Got a bit of after between Lawson and Jazz Gundry at the moment. Not sure what's happened. Jazz Gundry's really not happy. James Morris trying to drag him away here. Dan Lawson also trying to continue what that was. The referee here has got a bit of a task to do here. Don't think it went to anything serious here. Dan Lawson gets a yellow card. Dunston's second of the day. Will Jazz Gundry get one? Probably, I imagine. We tend to even these out just for the sake of peace, don't they?
I think that's always horrible as a centre half getting a booking for something that's you can control that, and it's just tough to play on the yellow card for so long.
I didn't see a yellow card.
No, I didn't. But he gave him a talking to, but I don't know if he actually gave Jazz Gundry a yello card.
No, we'll have a look. Things are being updated on foot web pages today, so we'll keep an eye out to see if that flashes up. But I didn't see a yellow card.
No, me neither.
So I'm guessing Lawson was found as the instigator on that one. Pull forward. Owen will hit it away. Returned by Turnbull. O'Connor will get it back. Grezlak gets a touch and it's beyond Turnbull, but Turnbull manages just to return it to the recently booked Lawson. Ball forward. Gundry reads it well and big powerful header away, but Neary will return it. Tinker now goes for it, takes a header, will go out to play. Dunston throw in. We've got 29.5 minutes gone here. Jack Muldoon, the former Stock Steel, has scored for Harrogate Town. Jack 1-0 up at Swindon. And Newcastle are ahead against Wolves in something that'll make the fans actually
Yeah.
Is that right time there? Nick Baltamade has scored.
Probably.
Alexander Isak.
Don't need him, do they?
Yeah. Stockbridge got the ball back. Watson sends it forward, but it'll be back for Lowson.
Yeah, I think news has got to the Dunston fans on the far side.
Gundry heading the ball away. In the middle, it's a poor ball, but Grezlak managed to get to it. Rawson
Well done.
back to Turner, who sends the ball forward. Watson will chase it. Neary will look to cover it, and he does well. Just make sure it goes out for a throw-in. So Neary now will have a chance to throw in. 30 minutes gone. It's much the same as it was on May 3rd. 0-0. Took 120 minutes for anything to happen.
Yeah.
Ball forward and headed away there by the number 5, Jude Swales. He's been here a long, long time. Ball forward to Rawson, control on the left wing. Back to Tinker, who's trying to burst forward now. Use that pace. Jallow just, I think, outbeats him physically there, but it will go out for a throw-in. Helping out his defenders, Jallow.
Yeah, I think Dunston been letting it throw-ins into Ross's feet way too easy here. I think they'll have to change that setup there.
Connor putting a ball into the box over the top of everyone. Away. Oh, Morris almost fell to it, didn't it? And you know, in terms of ride, Charles if he's offside if he does get to this, and he will touch it just to make sure it's offside.
Yeah.
I think that was just, I've made it here. I'm going to make sure
Yeah,
it's a point for me.
he knew he was offside. He was just testing if the linesman was going to give it or not.
Right thing to do is there. As Lowson's just sent the ball right here, and it's that's.
I'm not sure what. I think he's tried.
I don't know what he was trying.
He's tried a quick free kick with the outside of his boot, putting it down the line, but he's just put it straight out of play.
But he's come and hit the little ball right in front of us. It's not very, I've got very close to putting an invoice in as Charles has just been done for a foul throw. When do you see that done?
I don't think it was a foul throw because he's been takes about 40 throw-ins a game pretty much.
Yeah, you do see a few fullbacks. You think you just do this every foul throw every time.
Yeah.
Grezlak's on the ball now. He's in the opposition half. In the middle to Turner. Finds Grezlak. Gets a touch and then knocks up McDonald. Throw into Stocksbridge. Scoreline I wanted to say about, but I've lost it on my list. Here's a national 2-0 on Hebburn, and Barton has scored for the National League North side.
Yeah, we play Hebburn next Saturday, don't we?
Yeah. As ball go out towards Grezlak at the touchline, playing it back into the middle. It's a good routine. Watson takes a touch, looks for a shot, but he's blocked by 3 players, gets tackled. Morris gets it. Morris is trying to get space, he's going down the outside, puts the ball in blocked, he's still got it, Morris. Back to Charlesworth, Charlesworth low and easily dealt with. Grezlak's fine for it, heads it back in the middle to O'Connor, who tries to flick it out to the right to Morris.
Well done.
Takes it down on his chest nicely. Trying to go around the outsider, his man, but he's been well dispossessed. But that clearance has only gone to O'Connor. For now
Go on.
to Charles.
Go on.
Lovely ball to Grezlak. Grezlak into the middle. To Watson, just over. Really nice football from the Steelers.
Yeah, great. Alex O'Connor doing well there, just to, as a holding midfielder, just to cut off any passes into the forwards and plays a nice ball to Tisu, who turns, slips in Ollie Grezlak down the right, who cuts it back to the edge of the box for Jack Watson as a free shot, but just lifts it over the bar. Great chance for Stocksbridge.
So back with Lowson. Paul will launch it further. Gundry's going to try and get to it, but it's over his head, and now well brought down by Will Shaw. Going down the right hand side here, back into midfield for Rory Edwards. Over now to Daniel Turner, who's chucking to get past O'Connor. Takes a shot, and Owen's not actually helped with that block. Charlesworth does manage to clear it. Morris here trying to evade a bit of pressure. Back to O'Connor forward, but cut out by Turnbull.
Yeah.
He's cutting out everything at the moment.
Yeah, probably could have afforded just take another touch there, just to settle it down.
Back in defence now, Turnbull on the ball. Gaz Gundry didn't get a yellow card, so Dan Lowson did. So as the ball switched over to the right wing, it's a good switch and a good touch that Tinker just managed to get in between man and ball and then knocked it off Neary.
Yeah, he's defended really well, I think, so far. Jack Tinker has done well dealing with Jallow when he's pulled out wide, and also Neary when he's bombed on. So he's almost at times having to do half and half, but he's dealt with it really well so far.
Yeah, back now on the left side with Tinker. Sends it upfield. Ross tried to head onto it, but it's gone back to Jallow, who gets it in the middle. Edwards, ball down the channel, but Gundry collects and plays it upfield, and will be collected by Devitt. It's just a bit of space here for Dunston at the moment. As it goes out wide now to Turner. Charles goes in with a foot in. Yeah, no denying that one. It's right to
no. He does like to be front foot in his defending, TC. He likes to try and get tight to the winger as soon as he receives it, but he's just a touch late. And Turner just took it inside, and he was late on his challenge and gives away a free kick just into the Stocksbridge half on the touchline.
Quickly taken free kick over to the left, but Charles covers and back to Townsend, who sent it forward. Not a great one. Edwards looked to win it, but then his touch goes to Turner. Turner forward to Grezlak. Grezlak spins on the ball. He's carrying it forward now. Just it's not helping there, but it gets it out to Rawson now. Rawson, ball in the middle, he's looking for Watson, and it's not far off an own goal, really.
Yeah.
He actually goes out for a throw-in.
Yeah.
Looked like for me he was going to go towards his own.
It was a lovely ball from Rawson, who it was actually a really good crosser for a forward who you think just sits in the centre of the pitch, but he's a great crosser, and he puts in a lovely ball for Watson, who is well defended by Neary.
Back here with Charles to Fry to O'Connor. Back to Charles with a slide tackle, goes in by Turner before he can make it to him. It's out for another throw-in. Oh, it's not going well for Sheffield Wednesday. They are 3-0 down against Bristol City. Hillsborough crowd who are protesting today. Yeah, no, not happy. Attempting a counter there, and that's going to be a yellow card for James Morris because he's took out Daniel Turner. It's a fair yellow, and now there's more pushing and shoving. Josh Donaldson is getting himself involved.
It's one of them where it's stopping the counter attack. Really, he's know that he's got past him. He's just taking him down.
Yeah, it's a fair booking.
Yeah.
Might be one though he might gets away with a fine for because it's quite necessary. Most of the fans have not turned on the referee here today already.
Yeah. It's one of them yellow cards where it's like, would you rather that or sprint all the way back to your own goal?
Yeah, because now it's Lansing with a free kick in from deep, and you just hope that Stocksbridge would be able to defend this. Ball forward, and Townsend's going to claim for it, and he only gets a bit of a punch on, so he has to race back into goal. There's Turner on the left wing, back to McDonald, puts the ball into the box, and Owen manages to get a head onto it. O'Connor knocks it away, and now Turner going for the ambitious ball to Watson. It's a great ball, and Watson just can't get to it. It's a great tackle there from Jude Swales, and Neary will carry the ball away now on the right-hand side. Watson straight back up as well. That's what you go to non-league for.
That was a superb tackle from Swales. Great ball from Turner into Watson, who's used his pace, but he just covered across well, putting a great challenge.
Watson just earned a throw for the Steels in the opposition half. Reading have equalised against Barnsley as well. Marriott the scorer, and Rotherham United are ahead against Wimbledon. Jordan Hugill has scored, a former non-league player himself. Now Stockbridge throwing didn't really go to plan as it's gone immediately back out for another throw-in. Jordan Hugill's actually from this way. He started at Concert. We'll see him Red Star next Concert. So just down in Durham, a bit south here. There's some serious place.
Yeah.
Morris gets a bit of a deflection there, and it's another foul there.
He's definitely gone down there just because he knows James Morris is on a booking. That was a fair 50-50 challenge, and he's just, I don't know, pretending that he's been caught late, but nothing in that, and the ref's given a free kick. So probably no more fouls from Morris.
Ball going forward, Tinker just gets it under his foot and loses the ball on that occasion, and now it's Turner in the midfield. Look at the overlap, it's a good idea of a ball and just can't keep it in.
Yeah, time does run well there, but just overhit there from Dunston and out for a goal kick for Stocksbridge.
So back now with Townsend. Hopefully, I think we should eliminate the echo. There's something called an FX feature, because this is also, this board we use, the new one, is also designed for karaoke.
Oh, is it?
It is genuine, which means if we don't tell Ben Townsend that,
No.
or else we're probably using this on the way home, and this is getting full of
everyone
beer.
will getting ear bleeds on the way back.
Ball back from the right into the middle, and back onto right back. Clear forward. Gundry will head it away. Turner fight for it, not forward, and then Grezlak will get forward and head it out and over onto the right wing. Jallo will pick it up, and he evades one tackle, doesn't evade the second one, goes out for a Dunston throw. It's kind of quietened down this game now.
Yeah, it's
into
just
the 40th minute.
Settled down, both teams coming up to half time, just slowing it down, make sure they can limit the opposition's chances for getting a team talk at half time.
Good little push run there by Swales. Evades one tackle, goes it through to Rory Edwards. Switched out to McDonald. Continues forward. Cross going in. Goes under Owen's foot and almost goes through everyone. And Tink will now rescue it on the left hand side and clears it away. Will go out for a throw in. Well, if we have our game against Bamber Bridge postponed because of a replay, it's probably going to be down to us more than Bamber Bridge. They're losing 2-0 at Fylde at the moment.
Yeah, that is a tough place to go. They've just recently been relegated from National League, but yeah.
A very ambitious club. Watson's pressing and he's forced it all the way back to Devitt. Morris is just hovering there, and Devitt will now send it long. Headed on into the box. Townsend will claim that he's happy to have one that he can just go out and claim, I think. Sending it forward now, looking for Morris here to win the header, but head backwards by Devitt. Rawson's going to try and cause problem. He looks held up, gets a touch. Rawson back to goal at the moment. Rawson trying to find it's a great ball to Charlesworth into the middle. Grezlak takes such shot blocked and out for a throw in on the right hand side, but really lovely pass from Luke Rawson.
Yeah, great hold up play firstly from Rawson, then puts a nice ball in between centre half and full back for Tom Charlesworth, who's bombed on, who cuts it back to Ollie Grezlak. His shot is blocked out for a throw in.
So we're now with Charlesworth. Goes it to Grezlak, trying to turn on it and left footed into the box, takes a block off McDonald, who's now go back, make sure it don't go out for a corner. Cleared away. Owen can only head it sideways and it's gone out. It's now going to be a 2-on-2 here. As running forward is Will Shaw. Will Shaw, he's got 3-on-3 now, and the pass is blocked by Jack Tinker, a crucial block by the left back.
Great defending there, just cutting off the pass to Jallo. He's on the 2v2 there, but I would say, I'm probably a bit biased as a centre half, but I would say it was probably a big push in the back on Elliot Owen there.
Oh, the centre backs union is something, it turns out. Always the keeper's fault.
Nah, we'll allow them as a branch of ours.
Charlesworth just tries to keep it in and loses out on the ball to McDonald. Forward to Turnbull. Charlesworth needs to get back in position, I'd say, right now. Bit slow getting back.
Yeah, I think Al O'Connor's doing well just to cover him for now.
Forward Neary on the right hand side. In fact, Tim McDonald has gone over on the right hand side himself as a left back.
Yeah.
He's being covered by his number 8. As well down the right wing, look for Neary, but Gundry spotted it, covering. It's a little shunt in his back for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Just notice Andy Carroll's just been sent off for Dagenham and Redbridge away at Bedford Town.
Yeah, it's probably not going the way he wanted there at Dagenham and Redbridge. Yeah.
Sam Scrivens has put Penniston Church, another former Steel. Sam Scrivens' one game for Stocksbridge coming here at Dunston, replacing Andy Ring as a substitute a few years ago on our very first visit to this ground. Ball going forward and headed away into midfield, well cut out by O'Connor. Gundry will gather it and back it goes to Townsend. Switched out and Grezlak's going to battle to keep this in. He can't do so. It's going to be a throw right in front of us. And back it goes to McDonald and not forward, but that's going to go. It's going to stay in play actually.
Yeah, it's a great ball.
Lovely ball, really. Going to go back to Turner. Going to get down to the left wing. Cross goes in, blocked by Grezlak, and here's a throw. We're going to see McDonald go up to take this long throw now.
Yeah.
We can get 44 minutes nearing half time. So your former club Hull City's just equalising Swansea. Ollie McBurney scored.
He's doing well, Ollie McBurney for Hull.
He is for all dismissals, he's a good championship striker.
Yeah, he is.
There's actually an injury on the pitch here. It's only Grezlak inserts himself in that block.
Could be one of them where you just blocked it and your ankle's just gone under you.
It would be a real shame to lose him, a very bright talent. I'd say what club he started with, but I can't pronounce it without seeing it in front of my face.
I don't even have a clue.
I think it's Stock or something. It's not far from Gdansk.
No.
Grezlak still struggling to get to his feet. He wants to, and Ollie Grezlak will not quit without basically trying to play on a broken leg, I think.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's just limping away. And has he? I think I've just seen where he's gone to and what's happened. He's still struggling here on the outside as the ball goes in. Owen heads away. Grezlak will now race towards it a bit sheepishly, but he does get a touch on it and helps it get it to turn. And now Grezlak's going to have to go off, I think. The ball goes out to Watson, who's one-on-one with his defender, and he's got past his defender. Neary then just gets back right side. Morris wants it in the middle, and then once that goes down, it will be a Stockton free kick. Grezlak is still struggling here. I think, just to say what we were suggesting, I think he got an absolute hit to the knackers. Looking at what he's done, and he is still struggling.
He is really struggling.
And we can't repeat what Graham Furness probably just said, but our chairman, but it's not Ofcom approved. Or Laura approved, I think is what our commentary has to go by. As Turner will have this free kick on the right wing. Grezlak is up there, but he looks still quite struggling with it, to be honest. So, the referee, I think, is just telling the players to behave a bit before this cross goes in, and then they immediately stop behaving. Because Turner's getting a bit impatient on this right wing for this cross to go in. As a defender, this must be awful when you're waiting for the ball to go in.
You hate it. You just want to get overdone.
And here comes the ball from Turner now. Looking into the near post, it's a poor one, head away. Grezlak out physically battles Shaw there, but that will be the end of the game. It's 0-0 here. We've had a couple of chances. Luke Rawson hit one over from close range, while we also saw Josh Donaldson have a header well saved, and a one-on-one chance also saved by Townsend, who's had a great game so far. What do you think of that first half?
I think fairly even on the whole. I think Stocksbridge have had quite a few chances where they probably just need to test the keeper a bit more. A couple shots going over the bar, but Dunston have had some great chances, so Stocksbridge will have to shore up on the defence second half.
Alright, this commentary has been sponsored by R&R Car and Van. I will see you in 15 minutes. Judah Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grezlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options in the Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will head it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now. As the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a one-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it, and then after a few blocks, Kay's able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Head away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone and out for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just
stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for Wunwell. Ball forward just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Ball forward looks for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker who outright towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw. Ball forward and Wunwell quite confident, Kay getting in there, but Wunwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected, over the bar, corner kick to Wunwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal. Looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry. Tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely. Takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield. Charlesworth will head it forward. Headed away again in head. And Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward with it. He's going to carry on. He's gone through. Takes a shot. Bottom corner. Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Wunwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one. And Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe. Who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves as Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to edit, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry. It's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen who heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which we'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles are forward to Watson. Knocked on looking for Marshall. Almost got there. Sykes hits it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. You know, it runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header, and there it goes in. And in. Wunwell had one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy. He claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right-hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And to O'Connor. Flicked into the middle. Headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down and he'll get out a press from 2 players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and Gundry tries to get the tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew 1-on-1 to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. From left, here comes the ball. Looking for the far post. Headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But Owen going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steels had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Top quality one. Here comes the long throw, right into the middle of the area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. Free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski. Launch forward. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right-hand side. Watson's in the middle. Finds Watson. Watson with a touch. That's game over. The Steels Steels are 3-1 up, and they should be in the next round of the FA Cup. And that is it. The Steels have won 3-1, their first win of the season. Went 1-0 up in the first half. Connor Smythe went for a few players before being able to tuck it into the bottom corner. They went 2-0 up in the second thanks to a goal from Jazz Gundry, his first for the club. Won't well cause some nerves though. Ollie Fearon headed in after a long throw, but towards the end a controversial goal from Jack Watson finished it off as a contest. Judar Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grezlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options in Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will head it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now as the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a one-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it, and then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Headed away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone now for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for one well forward, just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Ball forward, look for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker who out wide towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw, ball forward and Unwell quite confident, Kay getting in there, but Unwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected, over the bar, corner kick to Unwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre-back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield, Charlesoff will head it forward, headed away again in and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward, he's going to carry on, he's gone through, takes a shot, bottom corner, Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Unwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one, and Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves as Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to edit, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry, it's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which we'll get for you in a moment. looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles are forward to Watson. Knocked on, looking for Marshall, almost got there, sacked it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot, just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. You know, it runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header, and there it goes in. And in. Will well have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy. He claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right-hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And to O'Connor. Flicked into the middle. Headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down and he'll get out a press from two players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and Gundry tries to tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew one-on-one to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. From left, here comes the ball. Looking for the far post. Headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But Bowen going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steele's had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Top quality one. Here comes the long throw right into the middle area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. Free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long-range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski. Launch forward. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right-hand side. Watson's
Hello and welcome back to the UTS Stadium for this match commentary here between Dunston UTS and Stocksbridge Park Steels. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. I'm Adam Allcroft and I'm joined here by Paul Iggulden.
Hello, Adam.
So it's 0-0 here at the moment as we get for the second half. Dunston on the ball, ready to get us underway. And it's a bit of a delay actually. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. I think he's actually at... It's Ian Richards returning to the bench, legging it. Yeah. And Liv Phillips as well. And the game is now underway for the second half. Dunston in the blue shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. Stocksbridge Park Steels kicking from right to left into that goal.
The famous goal.
Tommy Marshall, I think your dad wants to
yeah.
The ball's gone here to Watson, who's got a touch. It's gone Harry and Luton. Lawson puts it. There's a collision between Lawson and his own player. They wanted a free kick at first. I think they thought it was Watson, and then there's going to be a serious stoppage because the player's gone into
that was a nasty one.
That would be like a car watching a car.
Yeah.
Two players come together.
I've been on the wrong end of a few of them before. It does hurt a lot.
Yeah, he's winded more than actually, because the worst that you can do from it is probably a cracked rib.
Yeah, well, I was unlucky that I tore my pancreas doing that. I think that's probably the worst you could ever do.
In fairness, last time you went in for a 50-50, you broke 4 parts of your arm.
Exactly, so I'm probably, I don't know, need strengthening up or something.
He's up and going. I think it's half an eerie. But he's up now, so it's good news for Dunston. back for, well, I think it was just going to be a kickball back to Stocksbridge, or done.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Dunston will have the ball. I think they'll get the game underway back in their own defence. They're going to look for a quick switch here, looking for Harvey Neary. We'll go through the teams shortly. As Neary's on the right-hand side, back to Jallow, across to Edwards. Looking for the angle block by Grace, but it's ended up being a quite good pass before good tackling by Owen. Out to Turner, out to Watson, who first time passed a poor pass, so it's going to keep the pressure on for the moment. Dunston switching it out, and it's with Daniel Turner now, who gets it out to McDonald. Back to Turner, forward, and O'Connor's tracking McDonald as he puts a good ball into the box, but Townsend quickly out and claiming it. So 47 minutes gone here. 0-0. Let's go through the Dunston team for you. So it's Dan Lowson in goal, and Harvey Neary, Chris McDonald, Phil Turnbull, Jude Swales, Tom Devitt, Sado Jallow, Rory Edwards, Josh Donaldson, Will Shaw, and Daniel Turner. Very similar team to what faced us over that on May 3rd. We won't mention it too much. It's back with Charlesworth. Ball forward blocked, goes right in the Dunston bench. So we'll go through the Stocksbridge team. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Oliver Gredgelak, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morrison, Jack Watson. There's been no changes at the break for either team. Now Stocksbridge lose the ball then, and some nice footwork from Dunston. It's a switch looking for Jallow, who's on the right. It's a good touch over. It's got it over Tinker. Jallow on the right wing. He needs a bit of help at the moment though, as Tinker's trying to force him into the flag. And then Jallow
great defending.
Goes back, and then a push in the back on Tinker gives the free kick Stocksbridge's way. Yeah. Tinker did very well there.
Yeah, great defending there from Tinker. Not diving in, just standing up, waiting for Jallow to make his move, and then as he tries to get a touch past him, he uses his body well and draws a foul.
Ifya Fabu's got his second goal of the game for Leeds UFCA there, 2-2 with Armed Folk Welfare. Back with Townsend now. Ball going forward, looking for Gredgelak. Oh, it's off from Rawson. Brings it down on his chest.
Oh, one of yours.
Tried to get through, and then he gets it back.
Go on.
Lays it off for Morris. Morris, ball in the middle.
Great ball.
Watson with a shot.
Oh!
It's and cleared away by Swales. It should be 1-0. Watson don't get clean enough contact onto it.
Yeah, great ball from Morris. Just puts it along the 6-yard box, and Watson does well to get in front of his man, but just doesn't get a strong enough contact to get it on goal. And I think he will be frustrated with himself in that, as Stocksbridge really should be 1-0 up now.
Yeah, Morper for 2-1 up at Whitton Albion. Luke James has got his second again, this one from the spot. This is back now with Turner. Ball into the middle, and he's headed away from it to get to Rawson. Back to Turner, puts it across it. Everyone's on the line. He could have had a shot there, really, couldn't he? Because everyone, including Lowson, were just laying on the line. Don't know what's going on.
I think everyone just got bundled over there and probably had more time than he thought, and he just volleys it out the other side for a throw-in.
So if you're trying to press, well, doesn't have it in this corner. But they send it long, and O'Connor,
well done.
Little chip ball over to Gredgelak, who heads out to the wing, and Rawson knocked out to Watson. Watson can go one-on-one with Neary now. Watson forced back into the middle to O'Connor. Tinker's moving into the box, and now Watson has it on the left-hand side again. Watson blocked off Neary, and it's going to be another corner kick.
Yeah, good direct play there from Watson, linking up well, gets it back into feet, taking on Neary 1v1, and wins the corner for Stocksbridge.
Yeah, Curtis Turner going. Danny Deacon, one of the normal corner takers, is on the bench at the moment.
Yeah, I'd expect it won't be too long till Ian Richards will be thinking of making changes, but he will let the side see how they do second half.
Barnes middle, and McDonald, who had no one on him, heads it away at the near post as Gredgelak heads it backwards. Charles gets the ball over to left wing. Turner will pick it up here. Needs to look an overlap option. I think he's just tried to knock it off McDonald and get a throw, but I don't think he's managed to do that, and it has gone out for a Dunston throw. I was just frustrated because I just saw McDonald in the near post and about to say, oh, is there, no one's on here.
Yeah.
There he is first thing on. So obviously, we need to think about having someone on that near post. Yeah. McDonald running out to block that header.
Yeah, definitely. That's the frustrating one when it always finds a front man on a corner. So
Daniel Turner, good run from him, and he's going for the left hand, but good sliding block by Tom Charlesworth. Out for a throw-in. Wimbledon have equalised against Rotherham through Reeves. And Brighton equalised against Bournemouth, Karu Mitoma. South Coast derby. All over to Jallo, trying to find the right wing, but blocked his back with Jallo. Into the midfield in Turnbull, then finds Jallo. Continues with it, moves it onto his left. Into the box, and
well done.
Townsend will claim it. Confident claim by the goalkeeper. Just takes time with and right footed, will send it forward. Looking for Rawson, but headed away by Devitt. McDonald will collect it and then launched forward. Owen puts it back now. Turner out towards O'Connor. Took a bit of a deflection. Back with Charlesworth. He's sending it down the channel. Look for Rawson. Devitt will read and head it out. McDonald keeps it in, but only gives it back to Turner. The chance of Stocksbridge to make something of a few people forward. There's Turner on the right wing. Up to Grezlak, who's one-on-one with McDonald. Grezlak trying to run at him, and McDonald does enough to get it away. And they do well at keeping the ball in play, Dunston.
Yeah.
Notice as O'Connor just goes in the tackle and now goes out of play. Thank you to Allcroft for giving £4 to our Super Chat commentary. You can give a Super Chat by hitting this little dollar sign here next to the comment box. Super Chat is what the kids call it, what you call it.
Was it?
And if you do that, you can give us a donation and just say thank you for the commentary and all, and providing you this, and it all goes to the football club. I'm paying this one's wages while he's injured.
Don't tell him about it.
Charlesworth heads it away over to Grezlak. Knocked forward and headed away. Going for Turner and loses out on that battle there to Edwards, who's having a good game in the middle of the park for the home team. Very young midfielder. One of the ones that got given a chance in that final game of the season when they basically played a very mixed team because they were already through. As Neary switches it over to Devon, now to McDonald, and they're impressed quite a bit at the moment, but they are evading it. Turner, not a great touch, he just gives it back to Turnbull. Turnbull ball forward, but that's blocked by Charlesworth. Charlesworth pass forward to Morris. Morris is moving inward. Gets it to
2v1.
Watson. Watson's on the left, and Rawson's touch lets him down, and he's robbed the ball.
Yeah, good recovery from TC, and plays a great ball into Morris, who finds Rawson for a 2v1, but his touch just a bit heavy, and Neary comes back.
Watson's just won the ball in a good position, and he's got two men around him, and Jallo comes from behind to get the ball.
Yeah, disappointing there, just turning over possession a bit too quickly after regaining it, but a great press here from Alex O'Connor.
He almost tackled Dan Lowson.
Yeah, I know. Sprints from midfield all the way up to Lowson in goal.
Ball out to Jallo on the right wing. Now in midfield with Turnbull. Out to Jallo, who's just moving inside. He's got Tinker ahead of him. Back into Turnbull. Jallo's got a very good scoring record against Stocksbridge. As the ball switched over, tried to head it to keep it in and goes out. Jallo scored in Dunston's last win against the Steels, which was last summer, August at Brackenmore. 3-1 win. Alex Hardwick scoring from the spot for Stocksbridge. But on the reverse side, Luke Rawson's got a good scoring record against Dunston. Scored in the league game here last year, and also his very first Stocksbridge goal was at this ground.
Wow.
In a 3-2 win. Scored the opening goal in the second half. Oh, we'd like that now.
Yeah.
Ball is on this left-hand side for Dunston. They've got plenty of men up forward, but Stocksbridge playing. Turner's been blocked by the referee. So the game continues. Yeah, it was like that's a complaint at the ladies' match from the Cleethorpes manager last Sunday. Jallo's on the right wing here, putting across towards the far post, a very dangling one over the top. There's appeals for a penalty as Charlesworth pushes him, but I think it was more to push him because he was getting held on to.
Yeah, I think it was good defending from Tom Charlesworth at the back post, just hung up by Jallo with the cross, and Charlesworth did well to use his body just to block the Dunston attacker at the back post.
So some goals to tell you about. Hyde United a 2-0 upon Whitby. Charlie Frost the scorer. And Barnsley are back ahead against Reading. Davis Keeler Dunn the scorer. Very good striker, that League One into it. Athersley Recker 2-1 down as well. Joshua Frywell has put Appleby Frodingham ahead. One of my favourite non-league names.
Yeah, that is a great name.
I think they're out like more Hull way, aren't they? I think.
I have no clue. I've only seen them through football scores.
McDonald, ball forward, gets good held up play by Donaldson, laid out to Shaw, Shaw into the middle, it's over the top, it's offside anyway.
Yeah, that was lucky there, because, well, if the striker just stayed on side, then it would have been an easy square ball for Jallow, but he messed that up as well and put it over the bar.
Yeah, played off on 2 counts for Stocksbridge.
Yeah.
There's 56 minutes gone, 0-0 here.
Just have to get back into the game here, Stocksbridge. Last 5-10 minutes, just Dunston have been had more of possession and used the ball a lot better than Stocksbridge have.
Townsend sending the ball over to the right wing, but McDonald will head it away. Charlesworth returns it forward and headed right back. Returned by O'Connor forward, but then McDonald another header. Turner can only get it backwards. Loses out on that one. So does Tinker. And it's breaking for Dunston. Here comes Dunston now. Went through, laid out to Jallow on the right. Gundry's following. Back to Turnbull. Turnbull, good cross in. Head away by Owen. In. Who's going to be the first one onto it? It's Neary. Neary continuing. And then a great dangling foot of Grezlak is able to stop him going through. Pass forward, and then that's given the ball away though. And now Dunston will be able to keep this pressure on, but I think they're just relieved of it by going for the pass into defence.
Yeah, Stocksbridge will be relieved that Dunston couldn't create anything better on that 3v2 attack, but I do think Stocksbridge centre-backs did well just to slow them down and defend the cross well.
Dunston on the ball again here now. Rory Edwards out towards the left wing. Trying to get the overlap, well blocked by Morris, but then it's still back in Dunston ball. Stockbridge just aren't able to fully complete the dispossession really and get it back under their control. For Turnbull, ball forward, controlled here by Turner, and then shot Morris there, missing the tackle. He thankfully goes out for a throw because I think McDonald assumed he was going to get that.
Yeah, he was expecting Morris to intercept that start a counter attack, but he just got him there and it just goes out for a Stocksbridge throw. But I think Stocksbridge will want to slow it down for a bit and get a bit more possession and find feet, as at the moment it's just coming straight back to Dunston. They're building good, slow and steady attacks at the moment.
Goldcar 4-1 up on Freakley goals from Zach Rushworth. A brace from him has put them 4-1 up. Ball forward. Devitt goes over the top there of Grezlak, and even though there is what I'd say is a head injury, the game is continuing.
Yeah.
Tinker's just won the ball, and now we stop.
I'd say that's the same sort of challenge that Elliot Owen was penalised for at Stockton for the free kick where they won. Just climbing over the top and jumping right through the back of Ollie Grezlak there, and he's got a nasty head injury, but hopefully he'll be all right to carry on.
Yeah, I'm disappointed the referee not stopping that as soon as you could see that was a head injury. And great. That's the rules now due to the problem with CTE with well-pronounced problems now, and in fact it continued, and I think what Stockton would have a right to be aggrieved had Dunston gone on to attack and score from that. Barnsley 3-1 up at Reading. Phillips has scored from the spot. It's a good day for the Tykes against a tough opponent in Reading.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely helps their promotion bid. I think Tink will get the ball back just to kick away. So close to the hour mark here. Tinker's thinking, can I get attack? But I'd say there's a lot of space on the right wing now that no one's moved into.
It's very narrow at the moment.
Tinker's going to kill it down the left, and in the end it just goes out of play. And
yeah, a bit wasteful that from the drop ball, just volleys it straight out of play. But
you think we were meant to get it back to Dunston?
Oh,
to be honest. So back with Neary. We'll send it upfield, and Tinker, good head away. Rawson controlling it well. Watson trying to take past his man, but it is blocked. He goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Launch forward, he's looking for the running Grezlak, but I think the wind just took it a bit. Rawson took the throw-in.
It's not often you see Luke Rawson on a throw-in, but a great ball here to Tom Charlesworth on the wing.
Yeah, Charlesworth on the ball now, trying to get beyond Turner.
Great ball.
Great ball. Oh, no one gambled in on it, and it's going to go out. Yeah, I think for a throw-in actually.
Yeah, that's exactly where you need your winger coming in on the back post. You'll score 5 to 10 a season just arriving late on the back post, but no one there for Stocksbridge.
Jack Watson, who's got a good record in the north east for Stocksbridge, scored against Ashington and Newton Aycliffe in the trophy as well. Ball launched forward, and Turner can only hit it backwards. O'Connor gets touch, sends it back, and should be dealt with by Neary, who heads it forward. Rawson could get onto this and heads it sideways, and McDonald clears it. It was a key clearance with Morris hovering. Gundry can only head it up into the air. Second one can only get it backwards. And then Donaldson rolling. Owen falls over, and then Gundry rescues it with a challenge. And both Gundry and Jallow have gone down injured. I think they've both connected with each other's ankles, haven't they? Going for that. I think no foul for either player.
Yeah.
That one looks like it hurts.
Jazz Gundry does look in a bit of pain at the moment.
Because obviously no Jack Crook on the bench today.
No, there's not
here next to me
exactly.
rather than on the bench.
Yeah.
So if Gundry or Owen had to go off, you'd expect either Connor Smythe or Jack Tinker to, and then it's the height becomes the issue then.
Exactly.
So Bournemouth are 2-1 up against Brighton. Anton Semenyo has scored from the spot. And Worsborough back ahead against Club Colliery. Keelan Grist the scorer. There's an upset in the making, by the way. Ashton United are winning 1-0 against Scarborough.
Wow, that is impressive.
What a result that would be for Ashton. Not that you have good memories of that play.
No.
All forward. Headed on by Owen, but then returned by his other number 5, so Ailes. Owen looks to keep it in, and he can't do so. And we're throwing, and I suspect soon we are going to see substitutes.
Yeah, I think.
62 minutes gone. And actually, as we say that.
I think, is that the new lad, Aston Ellard, getting
Aston.
warm?
Looks like he's doing some hula dancing.
Yeah.
Ball forward, headed back by Dunston. Watson's going to try and challenge
Well
it.
done.
Great chest by Watson. Gets it to Morris. Morris got quite high touch, and Dunston able to get rid of it. Owen will return to the left wing, but Jallow drops deep to pick up. Passes it forward. Gundry reads it. Just gets underneath the ball. Morris brings it down. Lovely touch by James Morris.
Well done.
Morris moving inside. He wants a shot himself, but he's being forced back to Turner. Turner now over to Charlesworth. Charlesworth forward to Turner. First time pass to Grezlak now, who's peeled onto the right wing. Grezlak being followed, and poor pass, and now Dunston have a chance for a counter attack, but Charlesworth's done really well to stop that before it even progressed. Owen,
well done.
Ball forward to Turner, then Grezlak. Ball over the top. Watson's offside. We saw that before the flag even went up. And just Watson didn't spot his line there.
No, I think the Dunston line just stayed high, and he kept his run on.
So it was a quick ball here out to the right to Neary, who's got more space than he would have expected to have. Cross goes in beyond here. Charlesworth heads it away. Grezlak then clears it out, but not a good ball to Turnbull now, who will continue this attack.
He's got a set of midfielder there.
Turner gets a good tackle in though. Owen clears it away to Morris. First time touch to Rawson. Who's trying to find Morris, but Morris got took out, and that could be, I suspect that's got to be a yellow card
surely,
as well because of the potential counter.
It was on for 1-2 there for James Morris working with Rawson, but I think he got caught in the face there from an outstretched arm.
Yeah, Daniel Turner, the culprit, but he looks like he has got away with that one.
Very lucky.
I'd have argued that as a yellow, personally. Obviously, we are biased on this commentary. We do have to admit that.
Yeah.
But Jerome Badu has put Golcar 5-1 up away at Frickley. We just heard the chant. Did you just hear the chant from the kids there? We just lost the playoff final, and we don't give a. We can't say the next word.
I like that.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
That's quite self-deprecating.
Yeah.
I like a good self-deprecating chant. That's just Geordie humour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, as I say that, I bet Gateshead aren't actual Geordies. Laura gives us a good education on everyone's names in the North East because it's a proper, detailed thing depending on what village you're from. Townsend with this free kick, high lofted into the box, goes across everyone. Watson's going to pick it up on the left wing. He's got Grezlak to help him. He's been forced back and trying to do it himself here at the moment. Watson. Forward to Morris, who's trying to take him out, and Jallo's blocked him on that pass. Neary's trying to get out for a goal kick, does well to do it. Watson staying down. Someone who has had hamstring issues in the past as well. When he was here for the season a couple of years ago, he missed large parts of it due to hamstring issues, and that was he was one of Stocksbridge's most dangerous players there. But then maybe some people are about to make sure that's not a problem that progresses, because we got subs. Luke Rawson is heading off. He is to be replaced by Tommy Marshall. I think probably because he's only just back from
he's
holiday.
Hasn't played for a few games, just building his fitness up. don't want to risk an injury, so I imagine James Morris will go through the middle now.
Yeah, and as well as that substitution, also heading off is Jack Watson. He has been played by debutant Aston Millard. So yeah, it does look like Marshall's going to go on the right, Ellard on the left, and Morris on the centre. So you told me in that bit that never got out to the air, you played against Aston Ellard, not just in the friendly this summer, but also as a youngster in the youth ranks. What is he like as a player?
I was quite impressed when both times I've played him. I thought a very tricky winger. He's like got a good presence for a winger as well, but he's good with his feet. I remember in the pre-season friendly, dribbled past about 3 or 4 of our players, and his shot was blocked on the line by a handball of Jack Tinker. But he's something to look forward to, I think.
Yeah, I think he's highly rated in the Barnes County.
Yeah.
We signed him this summer from Coventry City. Now that team plays, even youth players are swapping teams before.
Yeah.
And Ellard just got him with a good tackle.
Oh.
And I think unfairly penalised for a free kick. I think it's Grezlak who might be one who was penalised really, but 67 minutes gone. 0-0 still. Ball switched to McDonald, who has to use his head to keep it in. To Turner, back to McDonald, and some good interplay we had to do. He's got Turner have a bit of space, but his pass forward blocked by Turner. Ellard wants the ball, he gets the ball, but he's got 2 men around him and loses the ball. And going forward for it is Phil Turnbull, and that pass forward is just too far away from Jallow, who will look to try and keep Tinker on this, but it goes out of play. So Ellard just caught out a bit there by Turnbull's press. Maybe weren't as far forward as he wanted.
Yeah, I think we'll be seeing a couple more changes from Stocksbridge in a couple minutes.
Yeah, Dunston yet to make any. Ashton now 2-0 up on Scarborough. Wow. Luca Navarro, late scorer. And Bamber Bridge have got one back against Fylde. And there's another really big upset about to happen. Chatterton in the Northwest Counties are leading 1-0 away at FC United.
That is very impressive, because FC United they've started step 3 very well this season.
Yeah. What must looking like they could be one of the ones up there at the end. As Owen just heads that, keeps it in and plays it downfield. That's the main aim of that ball. He's going out for a throw in. And
well done now.
O'Connor, then Turner can only knock it up into the air and into midfield. Well, one ball by Turner. Gets it down the right wing and trying to get through Morris, but intercepted at the last. Out to the left-hand side. Sideways here. Rory Edwards out in the middle to Turnbull. Good ball out to Neary. Tinker's a bit isolated as Jallow picked up, but he got the tackle in. Gets out left now. It's just too far forward for Ellard.
Yeah. Great defending there from Jack Tinker, who's 2v1 as Ellard gambled trying to press the midfielder, and they worked it wide, but he did well to get tight on Jallow's first touch and win it back, but just couldn't find Ellard on the break.
McDonald on the ball now and knocks it forward, and kind of gets it, knocks it over the top of McDonald, and McDonald got a touch, but Marshall picks it up. Tommy Marshall, who's trying to hold on to the ball, and he gets fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. And Tommy Marshall, who haunts the dreams of Dunston fans, has already caused a problem.
Yeah, good start from Tommy there, just getting the wrong side of his man, used his body well, and winning a free kick in the Dunston third.
As Grezlak is making his way off for Danny Deakin, who that's why Curtis Turner stepping away from the free kick, because Danny Deakin's coming on for Grezlak, and I think that's what Danny Deakin's first touch of this game is going to be. As the rain starts to come down here in Dunston. Some big scorelines happening. 6-0 to Henscombe now. Wow. And Dorking Wanderers, this will be good for the documentary, are 7-1 up against Wingate and Finchley.
Blimey.
Mark White will be happy.
Yeah.
Not usually happy, but
no.
You watch those videos.
Any clips you see, he's usually shouting at his team.
Or the referee.
Oh, yeah, or anyone really.
I think he might still be suspended, actually. He might be.
I think he just got back the last game I saw. Because I think he had six games it was.
Ban, yeah. Taking some time here because of the pushing and shoving in the box. As Deakin puts the ball in to the far post. It's just over everyone, and it's just too high for Elliot.
Yeah, just a bit too much on it, but it was a good area really.
Dunston are making the substitute now, and that is Liam Fear coming on for Stado Jallo, and now this is a man who does strike fear into hearts of the Stocksbridge defence. He has scored lots of goals over the time, not just for Dunston but for Blythe Spartans as well.
Yeah.
Scored over the last 10 years. Liam Fear comes on against Stocksbridge, he often scores a goal. He scored twice at Brackenmore in a 2-2 there a few years ago. Charlie Wood, who's now on a college scholarship in America, scored 2 in the 92nd and 94th minute to draw. And that kind of basically scored Stocksbridge in the playoffs that year. Dunston were just one position below.
Well done. Gone.
As long ball goes forward, head away by Devitt, into Turnbull, out to Neary. Now back to Devitt. Pitch out to the left now to Fear, whose first job is holding off Tommy Marshall and being forced backwards. Into the middle now to Turnbull. Switched out. It's a good switch. To Neary, who's going to use his pace to get past Ellard. Crossing near post and diving header from Gundry gets it out for a corner kick.
Yeah, good header there. Ben Townsend also diving out for the clearance, so it was a good job he got a big enough header on it just to put it out for a corner.
In a dramatic way of clearing it.
Yeah.
I think it might be Dunston's first corner of the game, actually. So Stoyles need to defend the corner where Ian Richards gets very upset when they concede from set pieces. It's a good looking ball to the far post. The header's made by a couple of players. Dunston tee up to the edge of the area, shot blocked by O'Connor. Fantastic block. And it's going out to the left wing, and it's Donaldson on the left wing. Back into midfield, being forced backwards. Moment and looking for an overlap really, as Stocksbridge are happy to sit in their shape at the moment. Cross going in towards the near post. Devitt gets a man in his back there as Stocksbridge clear. Back to McDonald. McDonald pass forward and to the edge of the area. Forced by the shot, delaying it. Wants another. He's going to lay it out here to Turnbull on the right. Cross to the near post. Blocked again by Gundry. But then Turner's not been able to clear it away. Out to right again to Neary. Tinker's following him. And Tinker's tackling and it comes off Neary. And I think Tinker's going to just clear it away just to be sure. Morris with a touch back to Ellard.
Go on.
Great work by Ellard. He passes one player. Here goes Ellard. Ellard continues. Actually, he's tried to be a bit too cute with it to the end.
I like the idea. It was a great hold up from Moz, who set Ellard away, and he was driving with some pace. And Tommy Marshall was a great option, but you just couldn't find him.
Yeah, that's one of the lessons I think you will have learned when you came to senior football for the first time, is you can't be too cute with it at this level. You can't try the little things that you get away with.
You've just got to be effective really, and not play the safer pass, but play where you know you can easily make it.
The simple pass.
Yeah.
They are giving Ellard a lot of space on this left. But that's a great play from Marshall on the right. Marshall going forward. Ellard is in the middle. Ellard looking for it, but Neary will clear before it gets to him. Charlesworth will actually misses it there, but he gets it on the second time. Daniel Turner gives him an helping hand on that occasion.
Yeah.
O'Connor on the ball. Forward to Morris. Then Charlesworth, then O'Connor just pings it a bit too much. I think that was a few too many leg days for O'Connor.
Yeah.
He's been watching his fitness tips on TikTok. Hey boy, or whatever it is he says at stuff.
I think so, yeah.
As someone whose ankles die every time he does exercise, I was paying attention to the one he did this week about ankle exercise.
Yeah. No, it's good the content he puts on there. It's quite interesting, yeah.
I enjoy it and then never do it.
Yeah. You will enjoy it if you it's easy to watch, isn't it? Not as easy to do.
I'm at the other gym though. The other gym that he's part of that don't sponsor us, so we're not paying for it.
Yeah.
We're not saying the name. As Townsend clears one that goes out of his box. Morris will look to win the header. He's got two men on him though. Headed away there by Swales. Will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. 75 minutes gone here. We are 15 minutes plus at a time away from a replay at Brackenmore on Wednesday.
I think these subs have brought a lot more energy to Stocksbridge. So hopefully we've found Tommy Marshall and Ellard on the wings a lot more recently. So hopefully we can keep getting the ball to them.
I think Dunston have a few suspensions coming into this game, including like JJ O'Donnell, and I think this is probably a time when they're really regretting.
Yeah, they probably don't have the depth as they usually do compared to Stocksbridge today. We've got a strong bench.
Yeah, and Whereas Thomas Poole there is waiting to come on, and that just shows you another one of those penalty takers on that day. Tommy Marshall ball forward, looking for Morris. It's going to be covered though by Devitt, who passes it back to the keeper. Morris will press. Lawson does get it out towards the left wing, headed on. Gundry will read it, gets it forward, but Morris is offside, so he won't be able to do anything with it as it's returned. You wonder that's when they should just leave it, don't you? But yeah. Morris didn't gamble on that. That's frustrating when they don't do that. But the pinged out ball has almost been kept in by Will Shaw. And Dunston's going to make a substitute as well, it looks like. To me, that looks like it's Lewis McNall. The Stocksbridge have got to throw in quickly. Tinker forward and like the idea, but Morris backed off. But now Shaw's got more space because Tinker's moved forward. Tinker got back in well. Owen able to get away. Gundry heads out, looking towards Deakin, but picked up here by Turnbull. Think about the shot, pass forward, looking for Shaw. Well tackled and blocked. Back here it goes though, to the left wing. Daniel Turner. Moving on the right, good cross on the right. Owen heads it away. Back it goes to Turnbull, but then Turner gets, and then a sliding tackle there from Fear. Stops Turner going out, and we're going to get the substitutions now.
I will say Stocksbridge have defended their box well this second half with Gundry and Owen clearing well in the midfield, just blocking off, but it's about can we try and gain possession higher up the pitch now, just find feet.
I think they do need a confidence boost this defence after the last
games. It'll be good to get hopefully a clean sheet today. We haven't had one in a couple.
That's Daniel Turner heading off with Lewis McNall. Looks like Liam Fear's moving over to the left hand side. McNall going central. We need to see what Thomas Poole is doing, but it might just be that he has to wait a little bit longer. I think Richards wants to slow this game down a bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who Thomas Poole comes on for, whether it's James Morris or a midfielder.
Yeah, it could be Alex O'Connor, couldn't it?
Could be.
It's James Morris.
It is.
So Thomas Poole will likely go centre forward. Something he did very often when Stocksbridge had a great run at the start of the 22-23 season, which helped get him to the playoffs that year. He was just picked to the top goal scorer that season by Ifya Fabu, scoring on the last in that playoff semi-final.
Wow.
And he is absolutely amazing. Who's come up? Thomas Poole. Ball forward by Townsend. Headed away by Devitt, who's had a good game at centre-back.
Yeah, very good.
I think every centre-back's had a good game here today. The ball forward just goes beyond Donaldson and Owen on the ball. Back to Townsend. I'll get in front of him. Right-footed ball. It's just a bit of a skimmer, but it's a poor touch that Ellard gets onto, and he's going to move centrally.
Well done.
Lovely turn by Ellard. Out to Turner. Turner, ball forward to Poole, who has a little spin, slips, and then great ball to the right. It's almost deliberate. As Charles, back it goes to O'Connor. High one for the far post, headed away. Hey, Turner's trying to get onto it, but just knocked out by Fear. Tinker trying to get onto the right wing. Charles will look to bring it down. He puts a ball into the box, but he was just stretching to get to that, and it's back with the keeper.
It was a great, massive miss.
It's a poor ball there. Picked up by Ellard.
Great feet there from Ellard.
The ball is sticking to it, isn't it? Sorry, our clock has broke at the moment, but it is 80 minutes gone in this game as Charlesworth on the ball. Sideways to Tinker, who controls and tries to lift one over. Poole will try to head it on, but just a bit too short for Marshall. And back with Gundry, who will give it back to Townsend. He's done that. You know what annoyed me there? He did the thing that I'm sure you were told not to do.
What?
Passed it in between the sticks.
I think, it's one of them where I think he didn't put a lot of pace on it, so he knew Elliot Owen was a good out ball there.
Marshall, he's going trying to go one-on-one with a defender, but he's got 3 men round him in the end.
Crossing.
Trying to go behind the line, into the middle. Took a little block, and it's going to be a corner kick for Stocksbridge.
Skipped up massively off the pitch there.
I think there are a couple of divots in there.
Yeah.
It's lovely to look at here.
Yeah.
But I think there are, actually, if you just look, if you can see the bar here, there's like a little line here.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's causing some of these balls to bounce up. Yeah, Bamber Bridge are not getting a replay. They're losing 4-1 to Files. Deakin looking for the ball near post, headed away. Turner tries to get it out to the edge, and Gundry's done well to turn. Slices an effort. I think Fia got a bit of a block onto it, and Dunston able to clear. Donaldson nuts it into the middle, but Turner has it. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to get it down the track. O'Connor, I think, just overhitting things at the moment.
Yeah.
Normally not the thing you're saying, normally it's the power of the shots can sometimes be lacking, but O'Connor's passing has just been out of a cannon.
He does have huge legs, I can't lie.
Well, I say you don't skip leg day, does
Exactly, no. It's a full-time job, basically.
See, I'd be fit if my full-time job was in a gym. Charlesworth launches it forward, looking for Marshall, trying to turn it. Good touch by Marshall, going
wide.
central. Out left to Ellard. Brings it down with his head. That does allow Neary to get in. Neary's trying to turn and clear it out. Only gives it to Turner. Turn the middle to Deakin. Deakin back to O'Connor. Out left here to Ellard. Ellard, great overlapping pass to Tinker. Tinker crossing over everyone, and McDonald will head it away. Fear picks it up in midfield. But he's getting blocked by Charlesworth, and he evades that tackle. And then a great diagonal ball that's going to find McNall. But then he just bounces ahead of him and he goes out for a throw-in.
Yeah, very lucky there. Ball was overhit from Dunsters. It would have been 2-on-2 really. But yeah, it was good seeing Stocksbridge committing a few more numbers there and putting in a good ball with Ellard laying off Tinker. But yeah.
Another upset in the making. Corn are 2-0 up against Kettering.
Wow.
Who were last year's heroes. Marvellous Onne Bekaranen, the scorer. He will be called marvellous for a long time.
What a name.
Ellard will be a good block here. He's had a really promising debut.
Yeah.
And a lovely switch from him there as well to Charlesworth. Charlesworth on the right-hand side will go forward. He's got plenty of options in the middle. Lays it off to Deakin. Tries the cross blocked, and McDonald will bring it down. I think Charlesworth had committed forward, but he's lost the ball to Turner. Out wide to O'Connor. O'Connor putting the cross in. Going in for it was it was Thomas Poole going in for it, but anyway, Marshall trying to bring it down in the box here on the right wing. Marshall, cross going in. Poole going for it, headed away again. And cross going in, you watch it with Rawson.
I know, we always seem to make the most dangerous crosses when he's not on the pitch.
84 minutes gone, Stocksbridge pressing at the end of this one.
Yeah,
Dunston are making another substitute.
You'd say these substitutes for Stocksbridge have really affected the game quite well. Ellard's come into the game really well. Marshall's done well to hold it up and get good crosses in. But yeah, it's good changes so far.
So there's going to be another Neary on the pitch. Finley Neary is coming on. He's replacing Rory Edwards. And I think Chesterfield have equalised against MK Dons. Tom Naylor, the scorer. And Derby County have taken the lead against West Brom. Andy Vyman has scored. We've said that for a particular reason. And Lincoln City apparently are winning as well. So there's a last man standing on its last two about. As Marshall got back to goal a moment. He has to go all the way back to Owen. First time pass to Charlesworth. Charlesworth now. Ball over the top, looking for Deakin. Come off Deakin last, but he kept it in. Done well there. He forced backwards to O'Connor. Controls it well. And back to Deakin, and then back to Charlesworth, who puts the ball forward. Look for Poole, who he was trying to see if the mistake was going to be made by Swales. I don't think he can do that today, but Marshall's just won the ball well on the right side. Cross going in, takes a deflection. Lawson claims it. Ellard was waiting in case he dropped it. As Neary evades a good tackle from Turner. Lovely little move by Neary. That's Harvey Neary. As he passes it to Turnbull. Now over to McDonald as Dunston push forward here. On the left now with Fear. Back to McDonald. He forced backwards and cross blocked and will go further out. Stays in, and I don't think anyone expected it to stay in, but Dunston will keep possession. In the middle now to Finley Neary, who switches it to Harvey Neary. But even though they are brothers, they didn't find each other particularly well as it goes over his head and out for a throw-in.
Well, you've got two Nearys playing, you've got to decide between them, haven't you?
So close, so Neary. As it's
Connor Smythe.
Connor Smythe about to come in. This is going to be an interesting change.
that for Kurt Turner?
That is Kurt Turner. You do not see Kurt Turner come off very often. The captain heading off. I think he's given the armband to Jack Tinker.
Yeah, I don't know if that's to make it a bit more of an attacking change, but unless Connor Smythe just also sits in that holding role.
Very interesting. Not what we would expect to come. Especially you'd expect a Sam Kay to come on if they needed a central midfield substitution. As Shaw heads it forward, but O'Connor returns it back to Finlay Neary, then to Phil Turnbull. It used to be his brother playing alongside him. Always has to be a set of brothers, I think, for Dunston. I think that's the rule. Back it goes to Turnbull. He's switching for Harvey Neary. Brings it down first time, ball into the middle. Gets it to McNall, but then he just loses track of it. And Ellard, he's doing the defensive work as well. As Deakin anything wants Ellard up there now. Back to Tinker. We're going to send it down the way, but should be headed away by Jude Swales to Turnbull. Then to Devitt. Over to the left, and Marshall trying to tackle but evades it quite well, and back to Devitt. 88 minutes gone in this game. It is 0-0 here. This game will go to a replay on Wednesday night at Brackenmore, should it finish level. As Turnbull pass the ball forward to McNall. He spins and Gundry really well. Here comes McNall again, Owen with a block. Ponce the offside, but I think because they paused, they've allowed Dunston to keep the ball and keep the pressure on. Neary one time pushing him, then a block, and now O'Connor gets it. O'Connor will clear it away. Back to Devitt, who gets it forward. Headed it into middle, and Owen will send it forward. There's not really anyone there to try and have the ball stick to at the moment.
Thomas Poole's trying to work across, but it seems that every time he clears it, we just miss him.
Back with Neary. Sideways now to Turnbull. Left footed ball into the box, headed away by Owen. Turnbull brings it down his knee. Out to the left here. Trying to cut in, and then a bit of a bobble. I think the pitch hurting Will Shaw on that occasion. Charlesworth will clear it down the field, but it's gone back to Dunston. And he continues to get the ball in, but well blocked by Turner. Forward to Marshall, and he loses the ball. They're just allowing Dunston to keep attacking here. Slide tackle, ricochets into the middle. Owen clears it, and he's just going to put it out for a throw in, almost a corner. And they just will let Dunston keep coming back and back and back there.
Bit more pressure here from Dunston, who just locking Stocksbridge in their own half, really. Can't get out at the moment, and another long throw from Dunston here will challenge the Stocksbridge defence.
Yeah, you don't want long throws at this point of the match, do you? Launch forward, headed on into the middle, thankfully. It was Deakin there, and then a touch there was blocked, and now it goes to Marshall, who's trying to get beyond Harvey Neary. He's done a great job forcing him backwards here. He's trying to continue beyond, and now Marshall does eventually, but then he's robbed of the ball, and just took too long there, didn't it? And
he was trying to look for someone to set to, but I don't know if he had anyone there.
But at least they're back on their own halfway line. Pull back pass, and I did not see Tom Devitt there.
Yeah.
I thought Thomas Poole was about to go one-on-one.
That would have been a terrible ball if it was.
Just want to know, have you seen Jude Swales' moustache?
Oh, it's a great moustache,
It's an impressive sight, isn't it? It must be a leftover from Movember last year. Tinker forward to Allard, then Tinker puts another ball forward. Blocked. We are now into added time. It didn't. After 90 minutes, no team scored here last time. Why would we expect it to be different this time? Ball back around Smythe, and Tinker just missed a tackle. Here comes Fear. Fear goes down under the push, and it's so light that there was never going to be anything given for that.
Go on.
I've seen lighter breezes there than what that push. As Tinker keeps feeling for it to go out, and wasn't it? Now Allard has the ball. Allard passes it over out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth just takes it forward and lost it over the top to Marshall. Marshall will get it on the right wing if he can keep it in.
The
offside flag goes up. You just wonder why they can't put the flag up earlier. I get it in the Premier League VAR and all that. I get it might not work, but I get the logic. I don't get it in non-league, but I wonder if it's just a thing that passed down from down there just to make team play, because referees do progress from this level. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Every referee you see in the Premier League has been at a ground like this. As the ball goes out to Turnbull on the right. into the middle. One touch passing, but Tinker gets touch on it, knocks it off Neary. Stocksbridge throwing. I've not seen the added time board go up.
Nah, me neither.
But 2 minutes have now gone. Ball forward, knocked on by Poole. Marshall just can't get the control, and out to McDonald, and
Go on.
Tom Charles have got some touch onto that, but Fear will get it. Fear moves it centrally. And then back it goes into defence. As it's now just been carried out by Devitt. There's no real rush on to say we were in a cup match and it's nil. We're just a couple of minutes to go.
It's not like Dunston, they're not chucking everything at it, trying to avoid a replay.
No, I think both teams might actually start to go, well, I'll be happy if we nick it, but replay not the worst thing.
Ooh,
as that switch just goes beyond everyone and out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Out to Deakin, who touch just loops up on him, back to Charles, and heads it forward. But I think it's just going out to the defence and back to Lowson. 3 minutes of added time gone. I don't think we're going to get much added time.
No.
Ford Owen wins it, and there's going to be a foul given. Owen foul on Donaldson, just inside the centre circle. So Dunston will use this as a chance to get people forward and try and see if they can create something. Ball will go into the box, head away by Owen, and
come on.
Marshall trying to get to it, but he was a bit slow to that. It allowed Finlay Neary to get to it first, and Dunston will keep the pressure up. Ball into the box again. Charles will head it away. Marshall will pick it up, and he's going on the outside. That is a poor appeal by the man. And Marshall
go on, 3 on 2.
Early. Marshall going through into the middle.
Switch it.
Allard wants it. He's looking for Allard. It just falls short and he's cleared away. Smythe picks it up well and then loses it in midfield and out to the right, and then Gundry will be able to get it. He's going to get the pass out to Allard. Touch just comes back on him, and then launch over the top. Deakin will try and get to it, but Harvey Neary does quite well. Gets it forward here, brought down. Tinker Tackle. It's going to go out. Will be a Stocksbridge throw. 4.5 minutes gone of added time to Allard. I thought we'd been over by now, to be honest.
Good
but Allard just got beyond one, but then loses out on that balance of Finlay Neary. Ball forward here, then beyond, and appeals for offside here, but not given as Donaldson has it on the right wing. Cross in, takes a deflection. It's going to go to Will Shaw here on the left. Goes beyond one, takes a shot. It goes in, and that's a last-minute winner for Dunston. We'd have thought it would be game over now, but Dunston will get their revenge, it seems, here today. And what do you say to that?
Very disappointing to lose it that late on. It's just, I don't know if Stocksbridge could probably just take longer on the throw-in on the halfway line here. Give it away. Ball down the right, which Stocksbridge appeal for offside, but linesman keeps his flag down. Ball overhit to the back post to the number 10, cuts from inside to out and puts it into the near post past Townsend. Won't be long left for Stocksbridge now.
And yeah, I think there might be full time soon as the whistle blows. I thought we didn't see what added time we got.
Nah, it's been a lot of played already.
So there was also that offside appeal. Obviously we'll have to look back on the replay to see about that. But waiting for it to be taken. It's going to be a substitute here by Dunston. So we just allowed too much pressure to come on them towards the end.
Yeah. I think it's probably just game management there, really. Don't know if you can just stall the game longer, kill it off a bit. It depends if they want to go for the win, but it's one of them where do you go for it and risk losing it, or do you just play out for the draw?
Still waiting for the game to resume here. We'd have some amount of time on for this, but Townsend, if you can give it right back to Townsend, who's sending out towards the right wing, Everyone's going up for it, headed away, and now Dunston will go on a counter-attack. Gone forward for Donaldson. Charlesworth returns it into the middle to O'Connor, out to the right, then to O'Connor. Switched out to looking for ours, but it's going to fall short. It's a poor touch, but it still gets to Dunston, and they're going to get beyond. Allard having to go back defending. Harvey Neary battling for it, and Neary's going to take it to the corner flag, and that's probably going to be that. He's still in the corner flag at the moment. Stocksbridge do get it away. Tinker will launch forward. I don't know where all this time has come from for this, even this. As Owen gets forward to Marshall, and that's not a free kick, referee. He's gone down. There's no contact.
That is a terrible decision from the referee.
So again, the game just being delayed at the moment as we wait for the restart on this one. Just continue. He's just staying down here, and we're just waiting for this game to finish now, to be honest. Another
It'll just be
trauma in the North East, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know where all this time's being found.
I have no clue.
Nothing's happened.
There's been a few subs, that's a couple minutes, but
There's
not this long.
I thought 3-4 minutes was fair, but we've had more time than that, and Dunston have used that time a lot better.
Yeah.
Back for Lowson now for this free kick. We don't know where 98.5 minutes have now gone in this game. We've had no injuries, no nothing, and we don't know how even Stocksbridge are getting this time, because the full-time whistle's still not gone, as Dunston now have a chance to finish it off with Donaldson, and he's going to go wide. He's looking for that corner flag. Being forced out further out here. And now he's going to turn around, Charlesworth, and going further back out here, and the game still goes on. And there we go. The Steels lose 1-0 here. Dunston, the last-minute goal from Will Shaw being the killer that sends us out of the FA Cup. We don't know where the time came from, but it did come. And we've got Bamber Bridge on Tuesday. But the Steels go out to the FA Cup.
Yeah, disappointing one to lose it so late on. You'd say Stocksbridge had plenty of opportunities throughout the game to win it. You'd say a big one fell to Jack Watson midway through the second half, but it's another one where Stocksbridge have failed to punish teams, and they've been punished themselves.
So it's full time. We'll be back here on Tuesday night away at Bamber Bridge as they have lost their FA Cup match. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for listening. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Thank you very much. Good night.